Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Manecki in at the 4. There's the triple. They get the rebound. Howard with the ball. 5 on the clock. No good on the triple. Here's the break from the arc. And the basket by Smailagic.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Howard. There's a screen. From outside the arc. Smailagic grabs the board.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Pass to Hall. And he jams it home with authority.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Hits the trifecta. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Howard's gone 2 of 4 shooting. Here's Brazdeikis. They need this. A rebound by Hall.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
Here's the Wawu Cabarro. And the 3 off target. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Into the lane. And that one is stuffed right through.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Don't let him shoot that.
There's a screen. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Over to the left wing. Here's Smailagic. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Smailagic got 6.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Howard, the pass to Hall. Knocked away.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Hall. Here's Manecki. From outside, off the mark. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Here's Smailagic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Pass to Howard. Shoots it from the corner. Wawu Cabarro passes to Howard. Offline with a baseline jumper. A minute 9 left to play in the first. Out to the right wing. Here's Manecki. Knocks down the triple.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Hey, right here.
Guarded by Howard. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to Brazdeikis. The fader. Manecki with a rebound. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Nice open look, but it's no good. With a bucket here, they can recapture the lead.
I like how they've hung in. Never let things get out of hand. Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Puts up a three. He drops it from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
Now here's Wallace. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Jopp.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Forrest. Check by Mitchell. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Servetus from behind the arc. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Mitchell's got his first basket.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Fires the three. Drops in the three.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Wallace. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Wallace. Here he goes. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Wallace has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Gets the 3 to fall. 6 points for him.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Mitchell. Here's Servetus. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. To the wing, right side. Out left to the wing. On target from range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Check by Mitchell. Here's Jopp. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Inside. A nice shot by Mitchell.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. For 3. Pure from 3-point range. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
This one for 3. Servetus with a rebound.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Wallace misses.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
He shoots. And he drains the quick shot. And we've got 1:18 left in the first half of basketball. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. open. Here's Servidis. Pass to Wallace. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Drains the triple. Servidis has got 5 points now this quarter. Servidis has gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Here's Forrest. Watched by Wallace. There's the three. Can't get it to go. He's made 3. He's missed 3 so far. The 3 is up. And no good.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the second quarter. To the inside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, good whistle there.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 23 seconds left in the second.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
And he's going for the oop here.
A beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. It's blocked. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Leading by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's time for your fan half-court shots.
You take a look at the home team, they're right around where we expected them to be at this point. Nothing to be ashamed of. They've had some great wins. I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
They've shown, and that is going to do.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Luau Cabarro. Pass to Manecki. The 3 is up. The shot comes out. Luau Cabarro has gone 1 for 3 from the field here. And it's Manecki in at the power forward position. And here's Howard. Here's Hall. Now Howard. From deep. To the wing on the left. Six on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. Counted from distance. Howard's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Brasdeikis good.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
To the middle. Back to Howard. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Brasdeikis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
First personal foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Guarded by Howard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul. First team foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And he drops the first.
Francisco taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
There's a screen. Here's Luau Cabarro. Off target with the 3.
I think they could have gotten a better look right there. And he just a little over anxious, I think, to get that shot off.
Here's Brasdeikis. And he makes it on the layup. Brasdeikis has got 7 points in the game.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Here's Howard. Brasdeikis with the rebound.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Gets the 3 to fall. 11 points in the game.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Oh! Boom! He jams it straight down.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Howard's gotten 4 of his 9 shots to go. Puts it up. Manecki with a rebound.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Luau Cabarro. Jacks up a 3. Smilik each grabs the board. Luau Cabarro has gone 1 of 5 from the field. Guarded by Howard. 1:39 left to play in the third quarter here.
Excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Three-pointer. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though? And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
44 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Manecki. Back to Howard. Fires for 3. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Launches it. Hits a three-pointer. He's got 5.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Luau Cabarro. And that one is hammered home.
Back to the basics. Unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Luau Cabarro with the rebound. Now Howard. No good on the buzzer beater. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Leading by just 2. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
I know, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
To tie it up. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. It's a tie ball game.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Beyond the arc. Out to the wing. Down low. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Wallace. And the layup is good off the glass.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
From the arc. He buries it from three.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Servetus misses. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And the layup is good.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Check by Mitchell. The three is up. That one's off. He's 4 for 9.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Servetus. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Mitchell. That shot missing. The steal. Drives to the hoop. And that one's good. Servetus.
Well, we know he's got a lot of tools in the toolbox, but the finger roll might be the sweetest of them all.
To the left wing. Banked it in off the glass.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And he makes it.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Here's Forrest. Watch by Wallace. From behind the arc. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Pass to Forrest. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And there's a pick. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. From deep, Mitchell. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Hits the trifecta.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the 3. Could be what saves the day for them.
There's the drive.
NBA tournament. Away team ball. Checking in for the away team. Number 9, Timothy.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Check by Mitchell. Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Lots of room. He connects! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Mitchell with room to shoot. Yes! Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. Money! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1.
A huge shot. His three-point shooting has been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
To take the lead. Oh my! What a shot! Wallace with it.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the home team now. Here's Servetus. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. The visiting club.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Randolph, no one around him. Good on the triple.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Here's Smilagic, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Ward. And the three off target. Pass to Smilagic. Ulanovis. No good from outside. Here's Ward. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Ward's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Pulls from the top of the key. Here's Brosdakis. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Jokic. No good on the three.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Knocks down the three ball.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Now here's Randolph. Here's Ward. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Ward's got 5 now.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
And he dunks it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Brosdakis. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. To the paint. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Over to the left wing. Shoots the three. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
1:52 left to play in the first quarter. They set the pick. Here's Randolph. Drains it from beyond the arc. Randolph's got his second basket.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
To the wing right side. Ulanovis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Gabriel, the pass to Randolph. Inside. 1:14 left here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. The three-pointer, no good. Ulanovis. Off target from three-point range.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Here's Ward. Gabriel, the pass to Randolph. Fires the three. That shot, no good. 3-on-3. Ulanovis. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And here's Randolph. He's got 6. There's the three. Traps in the tray. Randolph's got 9.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
There's the screen. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And the home team has possession, trailing by 5. Here's Brazdeikis. It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Here's Wallace. From downtown, buries it from three-point range. Wallace has gone 1 of 2, shooting from 3. Lloyd the pass to Cohen. Here's Lloyd. Wallace covering with the shot. Lloyd can't hit.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Servetus. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Wallace outside. This one for 3. Horde grabs the board. Horde's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Randolph. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Wallace. Now here's Mitchell. The putback is no good. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Buries the long-range jumper. Horde's got 11. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead change, it's 6 already.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Servetus. Sinks the triple. Servetus has got 6 here in this quarter.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Pass to Lloyd. And it's off from three-point range. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Wallace. And the layup is good. Wallace has got his 2nd bucket of the night. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Mitchell finds Wallace. The 3 bangs home the trifecta. 8 points for him.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And that one's good, boy.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Servetus. 6 points for him. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The tray. The shot, no good. Butkevicius. No good with the triple. And here's the fast break. 1:32 left to play in the first half. Fades. Drills it from outside. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Pass to Lloyd. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. The 3. Offensive rebound. Cohen goes up again, and it's good on the way in.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Now here's Wallace. He's got 8. Butkevicius. And just miss after miss right now. Fires for 3. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. It's a close game here in Memphis. Here's Wallace. Nailed from three-point land. Wallace has got 11 points.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
From outside the arc, cans it from downtown.
Number 9, 3.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Leading by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And that is a wrap. Now,
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Lets it go from deep. He can't get that one. Here's Davis. Oh, good on the triple. Davis has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Shot is good off the back rim and in. He's got 11. Randolph's gotten 4 of his 7 shots to go. Randolph grabs the board.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Fires the 3. And it's Ford missing. Here's the break. There's the triple. Pass to Brazdeikis. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here's Ford. 11 points in the game.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Ulanovas. Here's Smilagic for the tie. The three-pointer is right on target. Smilagic has got 6 points.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
Pass to Horde. From downtown, it's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Here's Davis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
There's a screen. Pass to Randolph. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 ball. No good that time. Stolen away. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Quick shot there, and it's off target. From the arc, connects from three-point range.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 9.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Out to the wing. Shot clock at 5. From deep. They get it again. Here's Horde. He's got 14. Outside Randolph. Second chance shot. No good. Shot missing.
Normally he drains that.
Fast break. Here they come. And the 3 off target.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
They set the pick. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Smilagic. Smilagic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Fires the 3. Sinks the 3-pointer.
That's just unfair with that advantage height-wise. You can just shoot over him from deep.
There's 45 seconds left in the 3rd. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
He's covered by Randolph for the tie, and that's 2 points on the layup. And this game is tied up now.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Gabriel. Oh, my goodness. What a play. And he goes in for the dunk.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. That one goes. Count it. Wallace outside to the left wing. Mitchell outside. Hits the 3-point bomb. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Lloyd. Jokubaitis. Wallace covering. Jokubaitis. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Snatched away. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Jacks up a 3. No good there. Mitchell right side. Here's Servidis. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
To the wing on the left. Jokubaitis. Wallace covering. Jokubaitis. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that. Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
Launches from deep. The long distance 3 is barely.
just don't realize how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. And that was sweet.
The drive by Mitchell.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Lloyd can't hit. Lloyd's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Servidis, and he hits it to tie the game up. Servidis has got 5 points in the quarter.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes. Whole team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Wallace covering. 6 to shoot. Pass to Gabriel. A 3. Randolph can't hit. Randolph's gone 40% from the floor in 10 attempts. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Gets the first, and that gives them the lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Horde passes to Gabriel. Here's the screen, and they get it. Offensive rebound. Shot's good by Horde.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds from putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
No question, it's a big impact play. Credit to him for working hard to find that opportunity.
Now here's Wallace. Pass to Servidis. Good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Horde. Here's Randolph. His 3-pointers off the mark. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Lets the 3 fly. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
He makes the second free throw, and that brings them within 2 here. And so he's good in all 3 free throws, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a 1-possession ball game.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Mitchell. He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And this is how you execute. Creating any type of separation is huge right now.
Wallace looking for an opening. It falls!
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
They've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation. And that's about maximum range for an alley-oop, guys. It's got to be.
That's just crazy. Absolutely nuts. Here's Servidis. Oh, at the buzzer!
That is how you finish
Hello, and here we go. It's Thursday night in the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. To the right side. Here's the Wawu Cabarro. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Randolph. Here's Horde. Jokic. Off target from outside. Now Howard lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
About a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Gabriel. From deep. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Monecki gets the bucket.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Horde passes to Gabriel. Jokic guarded by Howard. Jokic, it's tipped. And here comes the break. Here's the Wawu Cabarro. Drops in the three.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game. That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Howard's shot's good.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Pass to Horde. Driving to the basket. Here's Randolph. They set the screen. Here's Horde, guarded by Howard. Horde no good. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Randolph. Off target from three-point range. Here's Hall. The three is up. Nails it from 3.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Kept alive. Here's Horde. He drops it from range. Horde's got his second bucket of the night.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. To the paint. From the corner. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Now, here is Howard. He's covered closely. Pass to Hall. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple. Give him 8 points now.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Gabriel. Inside. Here's Horde. Give him 8. Shot and game clock separated by 5.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Randolph passes to Horde. From outside the arc. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Gabriel. Gabriel's got 4 rebounds now. Jokic. Basket's good.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
5 to shoot. From deep. Rebounded by Gabriel.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate. That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Let's go with a 3. Baldwin's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Jacks up a 3. Baldwin with a rebound. He shoots it with nobody on him. He buries that jumper. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Here's Lloyd. Fades back. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
There's the 3. Buries it from 3.
He wanted to shoot that ball, but you see your teammate wide open. Be a good teammate. Make the delivery.
Fires the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Knocks down the long J. 6 points for him.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Sends it home from 3-point land.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Lets the 3 fly. Fires in the triple.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Lloyd's gone 1 for 3 from deep tonight. 4-3. Connects from downtown.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
They set a pick. Fades. Baldwin with a rebound.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
There's the triple. Can't hit that one.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. The 3 ball. Baldwin with a rebound. Baldwin's got 4 rebounds in the game. The 3. They get it back.
And a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Pure from 3-point range.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And he dunks it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Offensive board. Second chance effort. No good at the rim. 52 seconds left in the first half. A quick shot there. It's off target.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
That three's off the mark. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Shot's good by Lloyd. Lloyd's gone 2 for 5 from beyond the arc. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lloyd's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
And it's all from three-point range. On target from range.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. Up 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
34.
They've made it fun to watch. Some of the best players in the world doing what they do best, Ernie.
Yeah, when everything clicks. And looking ahead tonight, here. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. And it's Howard in at the point. And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. They've stalled a little bit, looking to get something started and make a move up the ladder.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they still go out and play hard every night. Unfortunately, it's one step forward and one step back. And they just don't have much time left.
They set the pick. Launches a three. Rebounded by Gabriel. Gabriel's got his 6th rebound on the night. Randolph passes to Gabriel. Fires the three. Sinks the tray. Gabriel's got 5 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Takes the three. Gets the 3 ball to go.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Puts up a 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble. Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Pass to Horde. The 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Randolph. This one for 3. That shot off. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. And down it goes. 2 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. And that's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
The shot by Howard, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Jokubaitis off the mark there with a 3. Pass to Randolph. Can't nail the jumper.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
There's Howard with the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Howard's got 9.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Pass to Gabriel. Takes a 3. And the three-pointer goes.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And they're running. And that one's good. Hord's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Here's the Wawu Cabarro. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Away team ball.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Jokubaitis, guarded by Howard. For 3. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts. Three-pointer. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Board no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
To the wing, right side. Wawu Cabarro. No good from outside. Randolph passes to Horde. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Here's Wawu Cabarro. No good on the triple. Wawu Cabarro has gone 2 of 5 tonight. Right wing. Here's Randolph. Three-pointer, no good.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Here they come with numbers in transition. From downtown, and that one's good. Horde's got 11 points here in the second half.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Pass to Howard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Lloyd. Sinks it from distance.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Baldwin. With his first shot attempt. And right through it goes!
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Knocks it down from distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Fires the 3. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Lloyd. Another shot. It doesn't go for him.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
And he converts the layup.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Beyond the arc. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Baldwin. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
The three ball. Fires in the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Nails it from beyond the arc. 23 points in the game.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Good work there as it goes.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Buries it from 3.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. To the left side wing. Here's Lloyd. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the 3. No good on the 3. To the inside. A minute 31 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Shoots. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night. Fires from the corner. And it comes off the front of the rim.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Hits a three-pointer. .103 left in the fourth quarter. There's a screen. Money from deep.
I think I've lost track of how many of their possessions have ended exactly like that.
In a crucial moment, too. He's been doing that all night. No one's come close to stopping him.
Out to the right wing. Down low. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so he makes both from the line.
Hey, a steady hand at the line in a tough situation. He narrows it to a one-possession game.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn. And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Pass to Gabriel. Here's Lloyd to tie it up. They get it back.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Here's Baldwin. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Number 45. First personal foul. Second team.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And the basket by Smailagic.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Maccabi misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with two hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Luwawu hits it from three-point range.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Stripped away. And here's the break. Deflects the pass. And the officials call a traveling violation. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they've been sinking on this list to start out the year. Not what they or really anyone else expected, but that's why you play the game.
Pass to Brosdakis. Three-pointer. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Now, here's Howard. D right on him. Here's Hall. Here's Luwawu. Drills the three-pointer. Luwalu's got 6.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
And the basket by Smilagic.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
So it's the visitors now. They trail by 1. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smilagic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Hall. Goes back up. Driving in. 5 on the clock.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And here's the fast break.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
This one for 3. And Brosdakis gets it to go. He's got 5.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
There's 1:38 left to play in the first. Now here's Howard. Defense is right there. Luwalu's shot is off.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Pass to Smilagic. Out left to the wing. He's guarded by Howard. Puts one up from 19. To the wing on the left. There's the 3. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Takes a 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Fires from way outside. Rebounded by Monecki. 35 seconds left to play here in the first. Puts one up from 19. And Luwalu gets it to go. Luwalu's got 10 points in the game.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Pass to Brosdakis. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Sedekursky's off target with his 3. Gets it off. The shot will not fall. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. They lead by 2. After this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Here's Wallace. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Offered by Mitchell for three. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
It's good from long range. You talked about a back and forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Stolen. Here's Servidis. Drains the three-pointer. Servidis has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On the wing, Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Pass to Servidis. Here's the three. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Here's Jop. Covered by Mitchell. Yaramaz. Good on the three-point shot.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And the 3 ball is good. 6 points for him.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Looking to end the run. The shot, no good. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Here's Jop. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by Wallace. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. No one covering. Servidis has got 6 in the quarter.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Took him no time at all on that run.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Shoots the 3. He doesn't hit that one. Here's Servidis. Good on the triple. Servidis has got 9.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. In the corner, Wallace with it. Pass to Servidis. Misses the 3. There's 38 seconds left here in the second. Here's Jop. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. No good on the shot. Mitchell's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. The three-pointer off the mark.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
8 seconds left now here in the second. launches it. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
And that is a wrap.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And the home team has possession. They lead by 1. Luwawu is out there with Howard. And it's Hall in at the 5 down low. Now here's Howard. He's guarded closely. Monecki misses. Monecki's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 5, and not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
They've got Luwawu. He's out there with Howard. And it's Monecki in at the power forward position. Rebounded by Monecki.
Away team foul.
Puts it up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Howard. Good on the 3-point shot. Howard's got 6 points.
And there aren't many players more reliable from 3-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
The quick look, no good that time. Here's Smilagic. He's got 10. And they're moving it up. Sedikurski's wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Hall passes to Luwawu. Sedikurski's drills the 3-pointer.
Very tenacious right there, knocking it down from the perimeter while drawing the foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's Brasdakis. He has 7. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Hall. Hall's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Luwawu. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 13.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end. Well, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
There's a screen down low. Fires from deep. The rebound by Brasdakis.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And he slams it one-handed.
And 1 step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
3rd quarter here.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
It's up a 3. And so here's the home team. Puts up a deep 3. A shot off that time.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Pass to Manecki. Here's Hall. Here's Luwawu. Cranes the three-pointer. Luwawu's got 19 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Launches a three. Connects from three-point range. He's got 12.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
That three off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Ulanovas sinks the three-pointer. 12 seconds left to play in the third. The offensive rebound. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 11. And after a quick break, while we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Clock at 6. Tries again, and they pick up 2.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Servetus. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. They get the rebound. Vukevicius kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's Wallace. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Wallace has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They set the pick. Servetus grabs the miss.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
To the right side. Three-pointer. That one, no good.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to ease up off the threes.
First personal foul.
And the home team has possession. Launches it from deep. No good that time. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And there it is for him. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the layup is up and in.
cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Here's Wallace. Knocks down the three ball.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
Back to Mitchell. Out to Wallace. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. It's good.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Wallace has gotten all three of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. And he lobs it up toward the rim. They get a hand on it. He trains the quick shot.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Back to Mitchell. Out to the wing. On the wing, Mitchell. It's good from long range. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
I think that might have been intentional. Perhaps it was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
Wallace outside. And he converts the layup. Wallace has got 10 points in just the second half.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness. And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Pass to Forrest. Covered by Mitchell. Lets it go with the three. It's not going to go for him.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
7-second difference, shot and game clock.
Clutch bucket. The defensive stop now could be all it takes to close out the win.
Wallace looking for an opening. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they do have a foul to give.
Free throw good, Wallace.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
From past the arc. Right between the eyes. Guys, what are their best options now?
And this is it, guys. Down one, they've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Here's Wallace. On the inbound. Oh, off target. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. That was a fun night of basketball.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Over to the wing. Out to the right wing. To the middle. Here's Smilagic. Missed inside. Pass to Randolph. Shot clock at 6. Here's Horde. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Horde's got 5 points. First quarter of play, a minute in. They set the pick. The 3 is up. Out left to the wing. 3-pointer. And the basket by Smilagic.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Horde. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Five on the clock. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Brasdeikis. Sends it home from three-point land.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Blocked! Pass to Randolph. Fires the 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
The offensive rebound. And he buries his first look.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreaking.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
From behind the arc. Smilagic, no good. Smilagic's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Pass to Randolph. There's the 3. On target from range.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Brasdeikis, the pass to Smilagic.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Goes up on the wing. Here's Brasdeikis. Second chance shot. Can't get it to fall.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Pass to Horde. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Brazdakis. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And there's the lob. Ball stolen. Here's Randolph. Puts up a 3. Smiling each grabs the board. Buries it down low. There's 47 seconds left now in the first quarter. Randolph passes to Horde. Here's Gabriel. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. Here's Brazdakis. Takes a 3. The shot won't fall.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Horde. The shot no good. The 3. Drills it from deep. 5 points in the game. 5 ticks left to play in the first. From deep. Knocks down the long J.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Here's Brazdakis. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Brazdakis has gone 2 of 4 from the field. Let's go with a 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Wallace. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Lloyd. Still no points. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Wallace outside. Takes it inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Offline with a 3.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
An absolute bomb from three-point range. Wallace has got 7 points.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Woo! VA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. And there's a pick. Servetus. Offensive rebound. Pass to Wallace. This one for 3. Servetus misses. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Lloyd. There's the triple. Counted from distance. Lloyd's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Outside for Mitchell. And he banks in the layup.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Jokic, watched by Wallace. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Nails it from 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Servidis. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Takes the 3. Servidis with a rebound. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Jacks up a 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Jokic, watched by Wallace. For 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And here they come. Here's Lloyd. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Lloyd's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Pass to Wallace. From outside the arc. No good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's the pick. Fader on the way. Lloyd can't get it to go.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look. Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Here's Servidis. The shot. And the jumper falls for him. Servidis has got 5 points now this quarter. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Well, I think for the home team, it's been a painful start for them, 0-2. I know the season's young, but they're probably feeling a little desperate for that first win.
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight. Chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, glad you could join us.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Now here's Wallace. Pass to Servidis. And they're pushing it up. Here's Horde. Watched by Wallace. Lets it go from deep. No good that time.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Gabriel. Close game here in Philadelphia. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Launches a 3. No good there. And they're on the run. From the arc. Drops in the 3. Smailagic got 6.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition chances.
Randolph misses.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. He's got 5.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Here's Gabriel, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Gabriel, 2 shots.
Good on both. They set the screen. Launches it.
45. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Brasdeikis. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Brasdeikis has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Connects from downtown.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. All sorts of time, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Randolph's got 5 points. Here's Brasdeikis. He's got 5.
Number 14. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Tries a 3 off the inbound.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Pass to Horde. Puts up a deep 3.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the third. Sinks the tray.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Fires for 3. The rebound by Horde.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
A minute 42 left in the third. To the wing, right side. Here's the 3. Pure from 3-point range. 11 points in the game.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Third team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
For the away team. Francisco.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Pass to Randolph. Wing shot on the way. No luck on that one.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
3-pointer. He can't get it to go.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Brasdeikis, pass to Smilagic. 4-3. They get the rebound. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the 3 to fall. Brasdeikis has got 6 here in the quarter. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
Shot to stop the run. Doesn't go that time.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Knocks down the triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Randolph. No good with the triple.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Personal foul, 4th team foul.
And he makes a first.
Number 14.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Smilagic. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Jokubaitis, watched by Wallace. Jokubaitis, and he nails that one right through the heart. Here's Wallace. Pass to Servitas. That three's off the mark.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Jokubaitis. Here's Lloyd. Six to shoot. Goes back up. Three-pointer off the mark. Wallace, right side. The three hits the trifecta.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Lloyd. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Wallace outside. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Check by Mitchell. Here's Lloyd. And there's the screen. He drops it from range. Lloyd's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's really made his mark with the three-pointer today. And that's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Fires from deep. Not going to go that time. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The three from Mitchell drains the triple.
3 points.
Here's Lloyd. Picked it out of midair. Here we go. Here's Wallace. And he buries the open three to cap the break.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Over to the left wing. Oh, got a piece of it. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Can't hit from the corner. Here's Lloyd. Fade away. Mitchell grabs a miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but To answer your question, B.A., you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Here's Lloyd. Gets the 3 ball to go. Lloyd's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Now Wallace. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires away from way outside. And he can't get that one. Jokibatis. Watched by Wallace. Here's Lloyd. Fires from way outside. Mitchell grabs a miss. Here's Lloyd. And so the road team gets the W in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were
Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Luwawu is out there with Howard. And it's Hall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A nice shot by Howard.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
It's stolen. Jokic is guarded by Howard. Randolph looking around. Six to shoot. Pass to Horde. And a miss there on the triple. Horde's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Over to the left wing. Gabriel with the rebound. Here's Horde. Jokic from outside off the mark.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Horde. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
On the break. Outside Howard. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Jokic buries the long-range jumper.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Hall passes to Howard. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Howard's got 5.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Maccabi is guarded by Howard. They get it back. For the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 6.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Saski offensive rebound to the left wing. Poke loose. Three-pointer. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Maccabi is guarded by Howard. Maccabi, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Saski bangs home the trifecta.
3 points.
1:32 left in the first quarter. Pass to Gabriel. Maccabi is guarded by Howard. Gabriel's shot's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And a wide open look for Howard. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Maccabi is guarded by Howard. Pass to Horde. Here's Gabriel. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
There's 21 seconds left in the first. Here's Horde. Off target from outside.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Now here's Howard. Up in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. They're up by 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
From the arc. That shot off.
Home team foul. Number 9. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the away team.
Home team on D. Trailing by 2. To the middle. Picked off in midair. The 10-footer. There's the 3. Pass to Baldwin. This one for 3. The shot, no good. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Banked in off the glass. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Boyd can't hit. And here comes the break. Here's Jupp. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Lloyd trains it from beyond the arc. Lloyd's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They set the pick. Here's Baldwin. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. The three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Jacks up a three. Traps in the tray.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Baldwin's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. Lloyd can't hit.
I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible. Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
To stop the run. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Lloyd's gone 1 of 4 so far. Here's Baldwin. Offensive rebound. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here they come. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Baldwin. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Lloyd. Baldwin's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. There's the screen. Takes a 3. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. From downtown. A shot missing.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Nailed from three-point land.
Well, it showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lloyd. Hits the three-point bomb. Lloyd's got 6 points.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Baldwin can't get it to go.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Pass to Lloyd. There's the triple. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Up 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And that's all for us. Now it's time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Outside Howard. Gabriel with the rebound. Gabriel's got his 4th rebound in this one. Howard is out there with Luwawu, and it's Hall in at the center, filling out the middle. Howard with it. Sedikurski's hits it from three-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Outside Randolph. And so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession. On Friday, then on Sunday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Launches a three, and he's good on the three ball.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
3 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Fires for three. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Here's Ford. Offline with his three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Takes the three. The rebound by Luwawu.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Pass to Horde. The tray gets the three-pointer to fall. Horde's got 6.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Outside Howard. Hands it from downtown.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Here's Gabriel. Right wing. There's the pick. Shoots the three. Shot's good by Horde. Horde's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his 2nd from distance this half, and he also hit one in the first half, too.
Howard has the open look, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, obviously, the defense has not been great this half, and you've got to be able to address this quickly.
Pass to Horde.
2 minutes remaining.
Launches it. Buries it from three-point range. Horde's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Outside Howard. It doesn't go for him. It's a close game here in Philadelphia. Here's Gabriel. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Pass to Horde. Looks for Randolph, gets it to him. Pulls up from the corner. Good as the jump shot falls. Randolph's got his first bucket in this one.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Luwawu. He's covered by Randolph. Sinks the triple. 14 points for him.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Jokibitis. He's guarded by Howard. Jokibitis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Outside Howard. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. A nice shot by Baldwin. Here's Lloyd. No good from outside. Lloyd's gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. And the 3 ball is good.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
And it's in there. The visitors with the ball, leading by 5. Puts up a deep 3. That shot, no good. Here's Cohen. Drills it from outside.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, and when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line. Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Here's Baldwin. Buries it from 3-point range. Baldwin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Just 5 to shoot.
Ball is turned over. A 18 ball.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Pass to Jock. Baldwin looking for the opening. Off target with his 3. Baldwin's gone 2 of 7 from the arc. Here's Jock. They swipe it. Knocked loose. And here's the fast break. With the putback.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Baldwin. Offensive rebound. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Lloyd.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
Here's Baldwin, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Lloyd. Fades back. He can't get that one to fall. Lloyd's gone 3 of 9 shooting. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Yaramaz. The 3-pointer, no good. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
1:02 left here in the 4th quarter. Baldwin misses, and he wants that one back.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
5 to shoot. to take the lead. That shot missing.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by Lloyd. The fader. Off target from downtown. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for
Thank you.